Hello, welcome welcome all, welcome viewers to the L&C Podcast. My name is Lorenzo, my co-host Christian, and our other co-host Daisy, and we are all here to entertain, and maybe you'll learn a thing or two, so stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. High or low likelihood that you'll learn something. What do you think?
It matters. Maybe we'll take knowledge from you, you know?
Maybe we'll learn something about you.
Yeah. Maybe if people comment, yeah.
If only, right?
Comment your favorite color.
Imagine that. Wait a minute. Imagine somebody commenting on one of our videos. How crazy would that be?
That'd be fucking insane.
I'm talking about somebody who's not one of 3 people to ever comment on our channel.
Like a random person.
Like a random person.
Like a stranger.
How silly would that be to think?
That would be insane. I wouldn't believe it.
I wouldn't put money on it. Honestly, that's money lost.
Yeah. Is it?
I'd have better odds at a casino. Or, anywhere
I was telling
else.
somebody the other day, they were talking to me about camping. I was like, I wouldn't take you for someone that camps. I was like, if somebody bet money that you were a camper, I would bet against it, and I guess I would lose that money because I would never see you camping, you know?
Yeah.
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 I don't know.
In fact, yes, I would short the odds that somebody comments on this video that we don't already know. Or who doesn't have a legacy of commenting on our YouTube channel.
Yeah. Like a completely brand new commenter.
And that money does not go to the commenter. So nice try if you think you're going to, San Leanda, if you think you're going to get one of your little friends to comment, and then we're going to Venmo you.
Lancienda.
Yeah. Lancienda. Yeah, exactly. Get the bizarro version of you to make some kind of...
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Hell no! You're not pulling a heist. You're not pulling a fast one.
That'd be kind of funny. Oh my god!
Oh boy! Yeah. Please do though. If this is your first time seeing our show, I know there's no thumbnail. I know it's very low effort. It can't be any less effort than the slop you take in day after day on this godforsaken platform known as YouTube or Spotify or Apple Podcasts. They're all worse for wear. So just enjoy it. Enjoy yourself, and talk to us. Chat with us in the comment section, and make sure you've liked and you've subscribed. I'm Christian. If you couldn't read, and that's Lorenzo. Which is a little harder to read because the background's it almost matches the color of the words in his little box there. But together, combined, we comprise the L&C Podcast here on this on all these platforms we just mentioned. And we've been doing this. How long have we been doing this for? 2.5, 3 years, 4 years, 10 years, 20 years.
20 years. Oh yeah. Shit. Damn.
I know we get there eventually. I knew we'd link up because that's how good we are as co-hosts, as co-entities.
One day when we're applying to a movie that we're gonna film, after we film the movie, we're gonna be on the same plane, and the plane's just gonna implode in midair, and
exactly.
And we're gonna survive, and then we're gonna make another movie telling the story about how we found our way home from the mountains that our plane imploded over. It's gonna be crazy.
Is that a reference to something?
No, that's just I predict that.
Okay, you're manifesting that.
Yeah,
you're putting that energy out into the universe. What were you manifesting the day Donald Trump got shot in the air? I'm going to stop. Let me stop right there. Let me stop. And it's a joke. I'm kidding.
Are you suggesting that I had anything to do with that when I was in Pennsylvania on the same day. It's crazy.
See, we can't get anyone like to really watch the show, so we have to like bait the FBI into boosting our numbers. That's all it is, guys. Like, these aren't just jokes. We just need.
They're trying to like. They're hiring people. They're hiring like fucking FBI guys and shit, and they're like, you know, the people that could. They're like trying to see if we're lying by the inflections in our voices and shit. Exactly,
and they're on podcast detail. Like, these are the people in the FBI, like, just starting out. They're like, okay, well, these are just dumbasses who say things out of their rear ends. Go ahead and see if any of these are credible leads. No, but we'll take the 20 additional eyeballs any day. So I'll say whatever it takes. I'm sick. I'm not doing well. Would you attribute that to not eating as many vegetables as you do? Because you don't seem to get sick. Like, you get sick occasionally.
I only get sick if I get like overly stressed.
Yeah,
I feel
that definitely applies to me.
Yeah, if I don't sleep, my immune system will go down. But
also, like, okay, so let me get some paper, because I'm just going to write it all down, and I'm going to check it off if you happen to cover it. So we've done 2.
Oh my god,
we've done. I just need any piece. There's so much junk on my desk here. Okay, this will do. So you said sleep, lack of sleep, check. This pen isn't writing. This is going to be a dead joke in a sec. Okay, here we go. Sleep. What was the other one? Stress. We got that. Let me write a few more. Let's see. Shoot. I'm trying to think of other like unhealthy habits I have. I can't really. It's funny when you've been put on the spot. It's hard to like think of them all.
I feel like in a general sense. I mean, what do you usually eat? Do you eat plants at all?
I had some carrots today, but it's like too late.
Some vitamin A, some vitamin C.
Well, that's because I was having wings. I had Wingstop, and then I had some carrots and celery with the Wingstop. Excuse me.
Celery's good for weight loss.
Is it? Well, because you're tricking yourself into thinking you're eating something, right? Is that correct?
Because
it's like all water.
Yeah, it takes more energy to
eat it than you're replenishing.
Yeah. I was trying to think how I was saying it. I was like,
no, I get where I'll translate. And so that's what I think. Watermelon, really? Same thing? Yeah. I doubt it.
Yeah,
I doubt it.
And cucumber.
No,
yeah.
Watermelon's crazier because there's like so much sugar in it that you're just like,
I mean,
you're net harming your body more, right?
You burn it off. You burn it off faster than you put it on.
What if you don't move? What if you're like sedentary?
It's better than a fucking pizza.
You see, because I don't want to hear it from you because like you move.
You gotta move. Humans are made to move,
I mean, that doesn't mean they do, and not in this country. And the way that you get up and go places and do things deliberately, and like you get in the sun, in direct sunlight. There's people who like avoid the sun. They avoid using their legs. They barely use their arms. They really just use their the extremities on their hands and their fingertips to like control things such as the TV or the porn, whatever's
they fucking pull their phone up to be like, hey Siri.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's like, wow. And they're winded. And they're, oh my god.
You ever see Wall-E?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my shit. Wall-E's my shit. I was just thinking about the fucking people on the ship and shit.
You really put that accent on that E.
Wall-E.
Put some respect on that E.
My boy Wall-E.
I've always called it Wall-E, but I guess it is Wall-E because it's like WALL.E, right? Isn't it?
Look, when you're pronouncing a big title,
yeah.
You gotta put the emphasis. So you gotta put that oomph in there.
We're not, by the way, we're not done with you like explaining everything that's wrong with me. So I just want to make that clear. But I am going to look at because I am pretty sure. Yeah, there's a hyphen or something. Wall. Yeah, it's wall hyphen E. Yeah.
I'm trying to make sure that you don't end up like those people in the chairs on the boat that don't move.
I love
want
those
to make
people.
sure you don't.
In like the space yacht.
You don't need to end up like that.
Because
to
me, like WALL-E is so scary because it's this cute little robot in this desolate trash heap like wasteland, and then it meets like this cute like smooth like Apple device, right? And then they have fun together, and there's a cockroach that's friends with them for some reason. But it's scary. But then you get on the spaceship. It's quite literally like a space cruise ship, and you're home. You're home again. Like that's
oh my
familiar.
God.
Like you just took that at face value. You're like, yeah, you are. Wait a minute, because there's like fat asses for miles and miles. Like as far as the eye can see, it's just adipose tissue, and it's again, it's familiarity. It's comfort. That's why they call it comfort food, because when you're there surrounded by it, there's no warmer feeling.
Let me tell you something. Comfort is the weakness of man. Comfort makes people lazy. You know, when you're comfortable, you don't want anything else, you know?
See, you're crazy.
Not striving for better.
You're wild. I hate people who think like that. I hate people who think like that. Comfort is what you strive for, right? And no matter like where you are in life, you could be destitute. You could be like poorer than poor. You could be just like completely and utterly like disgusting. Like no one wants to touch you, come near you. But once you experience like that orgasm in your mouth like that, and then you can feel it, you feel like your innards like consuming it and turning that into energy, right? Like there's no happier place that you can be. Like I ate too many wings earlier. You understand what I'm saying? Like I ate too many wings earlier.
You should have ate something different.
I was barely like breathing during that experience because I didn't need oxygen for that brief period for each bit of several seconds that I was housing a wing, right? My brain, that's all my brain needed to feel alive and to feel to feel happy, you know?
No.
But you fucking insane people think that you need to drink water and you need to exercise and work out each muscle group, and that you need organic food.
Let me tell you something.
To feel complete and to feel whole. Let me tell you something. I can eat whatever processed shit my country wants to serve me at a discount any goddamn day of the week.
Is it a discount?
The $5 meal deal from Burger King, from McDonald's, from Wendy's. I don't care where it's coming from. I'm going to house that child, boy. I'm going to put it down.
Oh, my God. Terrible.
I am.
Absolutely terrible.
But see, you got to go to Trader Joe's or, you know.
I've never been to Trader Joe's, actually.
Really?
I don't think I've been. Yeah,
I don't think it's that special anymore. Let me use it. Like you got to go to like Roots Natural Kitchen.
I like Roots.
Yeah, there we go. I struck a chord. Now there we go. Now I'm cooking. Let them cook. You got to go there just to feel seen, just to feel heard, just to you know keep up the facade that you're not one of us.
Roots
right?
is good. They got. I think the closest one's in Delaware. I should go to one. Damn. I should go to one.
I saw one in Richmond, and I was like, wow.
There's like 7 locations total, if that.
Really? No, I think I'd be bigger than that. Or maybe it's just like mainly in Virginia.
Yeah. Like Virginia. I think there's like 3 or 4 in Virginia, like maybe 2 in Delaware, 2 in Maryland, something like that. Mm-hmm. Not a lot. Yeah. Not a lot.
Yeah, interestingly enough, sorry, that gas interrupted my flow. I had Wingstop yesterday. We're recording now Tuesday, July 30th. And I had Wingstop yesterday because you sent me which also I don't get. We will circle back, I promise. I know I keep saying we will. But, like, I don't understand why you'll send me discounts on meat. Like, is it just because, like, you're missing out? It's like a FOMO thing that you're like, I can't get this discount ethically, so I insist that you do and that you gorge yourself.
I knew that you would take advantage of it. I was like, you know who needs this? You know who's gonna benefit from this? You know, I thought of you. I was like, he's probably gonna order. I was like, he's probably gonna get one of these places anyway. He's probably gonna eat out anyway.
How dare
I'm gonna send him to a
fuck
cheaper
you.
place.
He's probably this fat ass is probably already eating there tomorrow.
He's probably there right now.
Let me just enable him. He probably has moved in by now. He's probably got a cot in the back room. In the deep freezer.
He works there part-time.
Yeah, he's already getting the employee discount there. This fat ass probably already has a way in.
He figured out he only needs to work 2 days a week for 4 hours to get the employee discount.
Yeah, to get the benefits.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's in.
Which I do, man. But that's besides the point. That doesn't mean you have to send me more discounts, right? It doesn't mean you have to continue, again, enabling this behavior.
Stack them shits up.
Yeah.
How come I can't have 2 coupons?
So is that what it is? Is that like, you know that you would want this? That you can't have it?
I don't want nothing to do with it. I just saw it. I don't even know how I saw it, but like I saw it.
Because you're not like a generous person, right?
Nah.
You're always talking about how selfish you are, and then like you like to, do things for yourself.
Yeah.
But then out of nowhere, here comes like the Chick-fil-A points. Here comes there's a coupon for this, that, or the other thing that I can't get myself. What's that about? No, talk about
it. I mean, it's not like I didn't send you any, it's not like it was my coupon. It was just a coupon available for everybody.
Yeah.
It was a free-for-all coupon.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I was just spreading.
No, but like I sense that like you're like, well, if I can't get this, I want to know that somebody close to me, or that somebody knows that I like helped them get this.
Honestly, I hope they all close down.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
Every single one.
Maybe the discount codes are a sign of that, a sign of the times.
Right? I was thinking that too, but like, I don't know, a lot of companies and shit have sales all the time. Because
Wingstop is doing very well. Wingstop is doing, and I do not understand the name because like 2 days in a row now, this is my second day eating it. It's called Wingstop. The diarrhea is relentless. It does not end. There's no end in sight. I am just on and off of the turlet like it's my job.
Why would you go back? Why would you go back?
I had to. I already bought the wings, and there's this. I hate this word, man. We gotta let's do it right now. Let's look it up. Let's find a new word because I'm not gonna even say it. Let's see here. Synonyms. I can't find it. What? This is so stupid. These are not synonyms for this. Okay, I'll say it. I'll say it out loud. I'll speak it because it's already on the screen. I'm trying to find a synonym for gaslighting because I'm so sick of hearing people say it over and over again. Like it's not just like the name of a movie. Like it's not just like a.
We should make a movie called Gaslighting.
But the synonyms on what is this, wordhippo.com? The synonyms are abuse, manipulation and brainwashing are better. Yeah, deception maybe a little far away.
Deception, disgrace.
Because you know what gaslighting means, right?
It's electric lighters are out now, so I don't think people are really using gas anymore.
Okay, listen to me. Listen up. You get one more try before I know if you actually know what it means or doesn't.
Somebody explained it to me before. Hold up. They said it was
okay, so let me give you some context clues. No, I'll say it in a sentence. I'll say in a sentence so that you can make an educated guess. I haven't been working out, but I've been gaslighting you into thinking that I'm in the best shape of my life. I've gaslit you into thinking that I've never been in better shape before.
So you're just lying. You're trying to convince me?
Yeah, exactly. Like trying to convince somebody and lying to do that. Exactly. That's big. Like, I wish I had like a ding, ding, ding sound or like the Family Feud song or something.
You got to get one.
Yeah. Because that's what it is. Yeah. It's lying as a means to convince somebody of something that isn't true. Like deliberately.
Damn, I gaslight all the time.
It's not just lying to like get out of something or anything. It's like literally to say like the opposite of what is true. So
it's like, bro, I paid you that money. I swear.
Exactly.
Put it on my kids.
And so they go home. They're like, okay, he must have. Yeah, he wouldn't be lying to me for an hour over this if he didn't actually do it. You know, like. So, would you think manipulation, right, is a good one for that? That's pretty much the same thing.
I can see that
because you are bending someone's mind. You're like, I'm fucking telling you, the money's there. I sent it. I'm mad. I'm mad that you haven't gotten the money yet because I sent it to you.
Oh my god!
I'm mad that I look like this because I've been going to the gym 2-3 times a day. I go to the gym. Yeah, psychological violence and warfare is a stretch. That's a little bit of, like,
holy fuck.
That's
man.
More in the territory of like what we were, like the examples we were using, like doing that to someone for like hours and hours or days. That's psychological warfare.
You know what psychological fucking violence and manipulation is?
What?
So I don't know. Did you ever have to pick a switch?
No, but black people do. Yes, I know what you mean.
Have you ever had to pick a switch for your sibling though?
Your sibling? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Did you pick a bigger one than yours?
You have to get a good size switch or you're gonna get hit as well. But it's very fucked up. So when
what did you do?
Own,
like, were you like, oh yay, like let me get a big one?
What the fuck? I was because think about it. You're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get a big fucking one. Fuck them. Mm-hmm. And then when it's your turn, their turn to get you one, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, I remember. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna get your ass back.
Why is it called a switch? I never got that. Why is it called a switch? Because like you're turning off the bad behavior or something? Like, what is that about?
I think it's because like the sound it makes. So like it's very like it's like you know like yeah, it's very
yeah.
Switch.
Yeah, I guess so.
Real anime sound effects.
Onomatopoeia shit.
Yeah.
No, that's insane. That's actually like that is like sociopathic.
It's fucked up. What do? You have to, you don't want to do it because it's like, damn, I don't want to fuck them over, but you have to do it because if you don't do it, you're gonna get hit too. So it's just you know.
I like this one. Up. This is crazy. Crazy making. One word. Crazy making.
Crazy making.
Yeah, it's like 2 words scrunched together. Crazy making. It's right here on, again, wordhippo.com. Crazy making.
How do you make a crazy?
A dysfunctional relationship that involves abuse or violence, and it's a noun. So a crazy making. So like you and so-and-so's relationship is a crazy making. That's like, that has to be like Australian or something. That has to be like from some made up culture.
So that by definition, that would mean, let's say like 2 boxers are crazy making, you know? Because it's I guess is that not dysfunctional though?
But it's not an adjective. It's a noun. So 2 boxers are a crazy making. Which is why it's even dumber sounding. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is just ridiculous. We're on some Dr. Seuss shit now. I don't know what this is.
There's way too much going on.
Yeah, the very credible wordhippo.com wouldn't lead us astray, but
where did they come up with this shit? Who made this shit? I want to make a word, and they just put like.
Do it. I dare you. Make a word right now.
I'm trying to think.
You're on the spot.
water spritzing.
Water
And it
spritzing?
means to
But it's a noun.
it's a noun, and it's when you're lying to someone to make them feel good about themselves.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, bruh, you've been working out, even though they like don't move from the couch and fucking stuff their face with large pizzas all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then how would you use it in a sentence? How would you use this noun in a sentence?
David was really water spritzing me by telling me
That's
that
wrong.
I was
That's wrong.
You use it. It's the same shit. Oh my god. This is gonna be a thing.
Like, I don't know word forms and tenses and all this shit. What is an adjective? An adjective is the descriptor, right? Or is that a verb?
No, yeah, that's the descriptive. Verb is what you do. If you watch,
an adjective is a word or phrase naming an attribute added to or grammatically related to a noun to modify and describe it. Okay, so so adjectives are like big and small.
Yeah, they
shit
describe
like that.
stuff.
So a verb is the action, right?
Is what you do. Yep.
Okay.
Verb is what
yes.
you do.
Water spritzing is not a verb; it's a noun, right? That's what crazy making is, a noun, which is why I'm saying it's making me crazy to think that that's because a noun is like a name. A noun is a title for something. So you would say, so you would say like David is a water spritzing for this. Like it almost sounds like a word in Hebrew.
I'm gonna be honest.
You're being a real water spritzing right now.
I want to throw shit right now.
Yeah,
I want to throw a 2-year-old tantrum.
Listen, I hate
doing things.
I hate English, but I especially hate this shit. Whatever's going on right here, crazy making. Like this is gaslighting. Crazy making is gaslighting.
I think any word created after 2018 should not be a word.
2018.
Yeah, I stand on that.
Hey, I wholeheartedly agree. Because that predates TikTok, does it not?
I believe so. It's probably still Musically.
Every word created on Musically and after needs to be lined up and shot in the head, old Yeller style, in the barn, away from the kids.
Is
taken
that where,
out.
Is that where gaslighting come from? Did it come from TikTok?
Yes.
I literally don't know. It just came up out of nowhere, and people just started saying it.
It did because it's a movie.
Fuck.
It's a movie with what's his name.
Gaslighting is a movie.
Gaslight is a movie.
What? That looks old as fuck.
I think it's from something.
What the fuck?
I think it's from something newer though.
Did they remake it? It looks like they remade it in 23 though.
This is different. For some reason, I thought it was something with Bruce Willis. Am I crazy? Maybe I am.
You're trying to gaslight me.
Yeah, right. I hate hearing it though because it's from some type of media. Y'all have to let me know if you find what it is, but it's not this because it's been being said for years now. It's from some type of thing, and I guess the plot of the movie was somebody saying someone else is crazy. So maybe it is the movie from 1944, whenever the fuck that.
And they remade it.
They remade it. I don't know, but that was my understanding of it. Is that the plot of this movie, Gaslight, was somebody being lied to into thinking something was true that wasn't true. Anyways, where were we? Oh, yes. So I just, again, like Pepto-Bismol, not enough. Any amount of fiber has not been enough to counteract. The Wingstop has just been... You
remember the commercial?
The commercial?
The Pepto-Bismol commercial?
No, I've never seen that. What's that?
They had a little song. I forget how they go. It's like upset stomach, diarrhea. Hey, Pepto-Bismol. They had like a little dance. It was a song. It was a good, catchy song that I can't remember. But it was catchy when commercials were a thing.
Is this
There's
it?
like a bunch of commercials.
Please
Pepto-Bismol commercials.
Let's see it.
Love some pep though.
Music Theory Handbook now.
You're like, I'm good. I just want to fucking drink it.
Is it this?
I don't like this version. Play a different.
Well, this is a meme edit, I think.
Yeah, play a different version. I don't like.
Is it an older version?
Here's an older version. I don't like that. It defends my childhood. Yeah, play that.
The water cooler.
When you get nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, even diarrhea. Hey, there's Pepto-Bismol. Nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea. Yay, Pepto-Bismol!
Yeah, there it goes.
Stomach problems, Pink does more.
There it goes. That's it.
I hate diarrhea in a song.
There's a bunch of different commercials, but that's basically the tune. Nausea, heartburn, indigestion.
I don't like how chipper they are singing about my condition. Like, I feel like they're making fun of my truth right now. I feel like they're mocking my lived experience.
Maybe you should eat better. Eat some more fiber. Have a healthy gut. Eat some sauerkraut. Increase your gut biome.
I'm just saying, you never had a craving before? Like, you have cravings, right?
Cravings.
And then those cravings lead you to Wingstop or Chipotle or anywhere that you know is going to end badly. And then it does. And then you just have to...
There's never been a day in my life where I was like, I know this fucks up my stomach, but I'm going to eat it anyway.
Really?
You got to be stronger than the cravings. Otherwise, you're just an addict. Are you an addict?
Yes, but so you're saying that your stomach doesn't ever get fucked up at all?
I have a healthy gut biome.
Okay.
Muy healthy gut biome.
All right, what's wrong with me? You list some things and I'll tell you if you're on the money or not. You said
you're
stressed.
An addict.
Okay, sure. That's 3. Stress, lack of sleep, addiction. What else?
Lack of exercise.
Lack of exercise. Okay. I mean, I do move. I'm not, I'm not like bedridden or whatever. Like
you have to exert yourself. If you're not putting effort into it, it doesn't count.
Really?
Yeah. Like the thing about so. You know why? So, well, first off, swimming is literally the best thing someone can do to lose weight. But you know why lifting weights is better than running?
Why?
Because
you're working out the parts of your body that you don't normally, right? If I had to guess,
it's a lot of factors. But like when you're lifting weights, you're like, you're. How do I explain it? You naturally move up in weight and you're always challenging yourself with the weight lift. But when you're running, eventually you're gonna, like, let's say you run a mile every day. Eventually that mile is gonna be nothing and you're not exerting yourself anymore. So you'd have to increase that to and eventually you're gonna be running like 20 fucking miles just to lose weight. But if you're lifting weights, you're naturally gonna increase the weight that you're lifting. You know what I'm saying? Because you're getting stronger and you want to always be challenging yourself. That's the goal. To improve yourself.
And so what you're saying is I've reached a goal in my life and now I've reset the bar. So now the challenge is bigger than ever. Why are you laughing at me? Why are you like, because this is logical. I needed a challenge. So I created one, right? By decreasing the amount of weight I could lift prior.
It sounds cowardly.
What you're saying is I'm the ultimate hero, that I am a brave soldier.
Heroes are strong.
And I made the determination, or I made the decision through sheer determination and willpower.
Or lack of.
To generate a challenge for myself.
You could have created a different challenge though. If you truly wanted to challenge yourself, you would have created something harder than what you were at the time, not made yourself weaker.
Right.
So that normal things are a challenge, Like, yeah. Like, it doesn't make sense. It technically makes sense, but we're not doing technicality. It doesn't make sense. It's very contradictory. Is there anything
harder than gluttony and just stuffing yourself like a little pig?
Apparently not, honestly. Apparently not.
Because what I'm doing is I'm digging a hole, right? You got to think of it like this. I'm digging a hole. And I'm just digging and digging and digging.
You need to physically dig a hole.
And one of two things is going to happen. I'm either going to start to replace the dirt and build myself out of this hole in above ground onto a mountaintop.
Oh my God.
Or I'm going to hit bedrock. Right? Or I'm going to strike oil. Right? If you believe in Minecraft, I'm going to hit lava and I'm going to burn and I'm going to drown in it and die. Right? I'm going to get so deep that the pressure is so intense due to gravity, I'm going to be crushed instantaneously like the submarine underwater. I'm just going to implode. Right. And I know that's a possibility. So like, what is braver? Right. I'm brave on either side of this. I'm brave because I'm going to uncharted depths actively in pursuit of maybe someday digging myself out and again rebuilding bigger and better than ever.
What if one day never comes? You know what you're supposed to do.
That's a risk I'm willing to take. That's a risk I'm willing to see. When brave people, when astronauts get on spaceships, right? They aren't just soaring to bigger and better heights. They accept the risk that this shit could blow up and that it's over in a second. Right, or
that they'll be stuck in space for like 2 months or more,
and that's why they salute the motherfucking flag, and they don that helmet and that whack ass space gear that looks like a Oreo package, and they get to work
like fucking Michelin
like
Man.
The Michelin Man, and they get started, man, and they do that shit one way or the other. That's what I do every single day. Like there's dumbass people who do dumbass things that I will never understand, like cave diving. You know, like those people who get in like little crevices where they can barely even move.
What I think about often.
What?
And I feel like maybe it's because I like hear about it often, but like, you remember what it was like? It was somewhere, and it was like some Spanish-speaking country, and it was like a bunch of guys stuck in a cave, and Elon Musk was gonna like build something to get them out, but he took too long by the time that they rescued everybody, and then he called like one of the guys a pedophile or some shit.
That was in like it was in like the Philippines, I want to say. It was like in the Philippines or Vietnam or something, and
I forget what year it was. It was just a throwback.
Because it was a bunch of European and American people who like do it as a hobby, like a bunch of white people who do it as a hobby. We're like, okay, we have what it takes to save these people because like the local authorities can't do this alone.
Yeah, they couldn't.
And they had to make like a white Voltron to like assemble and like save the day and save like the poor brown people and it was a bunch of kids. It was a bunch of kids on a field trip, local kids on a local field trip. Again, all native to whatever country. I think it was the Philippines. Let me just look it up so I'm not speaking out of my ass. Philippine caving. Yeah, cave rescue. And there's a movie about it.
There's a fucking come on, bruh. Come on, bruh.
Let's just read the IMDb of the movie. Okay.
Do they include the Elon Musk part?
Based on the true nail-biting mission that captivated the world, an international team of elite divers is mobilized to rescue a boys' soccer team trapped in a cave by rising floodwaters. Let's see.
I'm sick of this.
I don't see an Elon Musk.
I'm outraged. It's not an authentic movie. It's not true to the story. He just needs to have a cameo.
Rescue. 13 lives?
You think he'd have took a cameo at the end of the movie just to come in and call someone a pedophile? You think if they paid him, he'd have did it?
So this is in Thailand. So maybe it was, I was in the ballpark. I said Vietnam and the Philippines. I'm so confused. Can we just find the story, please? Like, holy shit. I guess I put movie at the end of it. Thailand cave rescue. Here we go.
Hey.
In June and July 2018, a junior association football team was rescued from Tam Long Nong. That's crazy. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta. Okay, the cave name's gotta be 2, 3 syllables max. I sound like a baby, like sounding out its first words. Trying to say all that shit. Y'all have to stop. I'll have to calm down. Okay. 12 members of the team aged 11 to 16 and their 25-year-old assistant coach entered the cave on June 23rd after a practice session. Shortly after they entered, heavy rainfall began and partially flooded the cave system, blocking their way out and trapping them deep within. So let's see where Elon Musk comes in, because I'm not interested otherwise. Let's see where that happens. I hope that you're right. I would hate for you to be wrong about that, because again, that's like easily the most interesting part of this whole entire story.
It was the first time I heard of him too. I never heard of him before. Said. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, oh, it's some rich guy. And then I was like, a rich guy with...
See, but here are these...
kind of like a toddler.
Here's a picture of this. Here's one of the white people, like the white saviors. Richard William Stanton is a British civilian cave diver who specializes in rescues through the Cave Rescue Organization. And the British... Like, here are the real heroes, right? Like, in the British Cave Rescue Council, he has been called one of the world's most accomplished cave divers, the face of British cave diving, and the best cave diver, blah, blah, blah. And John Paul Volanthen, another British cave diver. Again, so like both, like as white as they come, here to save the day. I can't find anything about it. What were you saying? Like a device he was making to save them?
He was making something to get them out, but he was too late. He took too long. Maybe they didn't add it because he wasn't really part of it.
Oh, here's the thing too. Like the Thai Navy SEAL, the Thai rescue driver died. Like one of them. That's why they had to call in like the big ones. Like the white people had to come in and like get the job done, because like the Thai people didn't have what it took.
The Navy SEAL. I mean, shit, if the Navy SEAL.
And you would think too, because Thai people are small people. Like they can get in nooks and crannies. Not this guy. This guy,
and like,
as brave as he was.
The fucking them Asian militaries and shit. I don't know. I think they be fucking shit up. They be fucking their people up. They be putting them through some rigorous training as well.
Yeah. This is wild. I want to read this on my own time. I just feel like we're too quiet right now. Just taking it all in. I am searching now with like all my power for anything referencing a billionaire of any kind.
What's it? Is it F7 or some shit where you could like search for words?
You think so? Oh, here we go. Musk. Elon Musk. There's a whole Elon Musk section of this Wikipedia page. All right.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to give you yours. Here we go. There you go. Congratulations. Hey. We made it to the Musk portion of the Wikipedia page. So on July 3rd, 2018, a Twitter user asked whether Elon Musk could assist in any way to get I love that so much. A Twitter user. Elon Musk, can you in any way, this is a direct line to you, Elon, please. Elon, we were talking about before the show started. You got a microphone cable, a new XLR cable, and who did you say it was from?
From Big Daddy Bezos.
That's who you said it was from. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like that's
his title.
I just imagine you like on Christmas Eve or whatever, like, oh please, like writing a letter, please. You're on Twitter, like Big Daddy Bezos, just one measly little 15-foot XLR cable. That's all I ask for. And here's this guy on Twitter. What a moron! What a fucking numbskull. Elon Musk too. What a jackass. Yes, of course, I'll help you with the children trapped in a cave in Thailand. Of course, I read all my Twitter replies. Of course, I do. Yes, Of course, I'm
though. Oh my god. Like,
perusing my DMs on Twitter all
he
times.
probably was though. I don't know. Like he probably doesn't
I
have
see all
too
my
much-
mentions, every last one.
every single one.
That's why he bought the platform, because he's like, I'm reading all this shit anyways. I might as well like take ownership over it. Like, what else could he be doing? Like, if you realistically, if you think he's going to see this and help you, if you think he's going to see this, that means he's on Twitter, like chronically on Twitter. What good is that going to do the kids in the cave? Now that he knows about it, he's still going to just be on Twitter 24/7, not doing shit for anybody or anything. You know, he's just the face of something. I guess the hope is that he puts people. He networks and puts people in touch who can help, puts them in touch with the situation unfolding. But like, if you think there's a chance he's going to see this, like you're some nobody on Twitter, like that just means like he's preoccupied. He's perpetually preoccupied, and he's not going to be able to. Like, you know what I'm saying? Does this make sense, or am I like too in the pocket? Like, if you know,
I get it. Like, if he's already spending all his time on Twitter,
he's not going to get off Twitter.
Why would he uproot for this? You know, like, and then like I don't even know how I knew about it, because like I wasn't on social media and shit like that back then.
Right.
I don't know what the fuck happened to me. I think 2020 is what pushed a lot of people heavier onto social media. Some people were already social media heavy, but I think it was like COVID and shit that pushed me to be on more. And I've dropped off of TikTok. I used to be on there, but I dropped off. I'm not scrolling on there like I used to.
Congratulations. Oh my gosh.
I know. Yeah, I try to stay off of stuff, honestly.
Right.
It rots my brain. I could smell it cooking like eggs and shit in the skillet.
Mm-hmm. By the 9th of July, Musk had arrived at the rescue site and visited Cave 3. He commented that the mini-sub, that was his plan to create a miniature kid-sized submarine. The mini-sub was ready if needed, and that it would be left in Thailand should it be needed for the rescue for future events. However, the submarine was not used during the rescue as it was deemed impractical by those in command of the rescue. Vern Unsworth, one of the British volunteer cave rescue divers, ridiculed the mini-sub as a PR stunt, in retaliation for which Musk publicly accused Unsworth of pedophilia and hired a private investigator in an attempt to discredit him. Musk issued an apology to Unsworth after Unsworth unsuccessfully sued him for defamation. So this British guy sued Elon Musk, did not win the lawsuit, but Elon Musk still felt obligated to apologize in some way for levying P-word accusations against this guy.
There's a alternate universe where like that British dude has like mad fucking money, and maybe Elon never bought Twitter.
Right.
Yeah. Holy shit.
If only.
Yeah, we just don't live in that universe.
Mm-hmm. I want to implore everybody watching or listening to this to go on YouTube and just like type in "cave diving gone wrong." There's a litany of videos that you'll enjoy. They're all like 15 to 25 minutes long, just explaining like why white idiots go into small spaces and get trapped in them.
Crazy, bro.
Look at this person.
It doesn't make sense.
Underwater too is even crazier. Like, okay, so like you're already not around air, right? You're already like operating with limited air.
Yeah.
Or like no air to begin with, but you're gonna go into like a cave that you get trapped in underwater. Good fucking luck. Good fucking luck to you. But there's people who would just go in caves above water with no water, right? And get trapped in them and run out of air too, because they're like
yeah.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. It's so if you fail to commit suicide, you're going to jail. But if you happen to drown in an underwater cave, you're probably going to succeed, you know?
Yeah. See, I watched this guy's video. This guy had a great video about, hey, coconuts, how are you, baby?
You fall in love with a coconut tree.
Yeah, let's watch that after this. That'd be a nice palate cleanser, because this is pretty tragic.
Families gather for the holidays. Fun activities are often planned to make core memories together. The Jones family...
These videos always start out like this. It's always like the bass-laden trailer music, and like this is the most intense thing you're ever gonna see in your life, but it's like the most boring Mormon-ass exposition. So I encourage you to skip this part, because they just explain that he's a Mormon, and that this is his Mormon girlfriend, and look at how beautiful they are, look how beautiful and white and young they are, and how they don't he didn't deserve to die. Or did he? Right?
24th, 2009.
So we get over here.
John's pregnant wife Emily stayed back,
and she's pregnant. Oh my God! Like, you feel even worse.
Their body in several orientations to get shoulders past.
Look at what they're doing. Why do you need to get in here?
I feel like sometimes you're just asking for shit,
Yes.
Like, let's be realistic.
Yes.
What are we doing?
If there was ever a time to victim blame, it's now. It's here and now. I'm putting my foot down. Because
if I walk up to a dog and like put my hand in its mouth, and it bites me, I deserve that. Okay?
This dog clamps the fuck down on this guy, by the way, and doesn't let go. That's the moral of this story. Like, he not only did he put his hand in its mouth, he put his head, put his upper torso, all the way up to his ass in this dog's mouth, and was like, hey, we're having a good time. Hey.
And then he tugged on his fucking uvula.
Yes. And he wants to get, and the whole family wants to get all sad. His wife is pregnant. And the cave took him from... He gave himself to that cave.
She got pregnant by a fucking maniac.
Yeah, by
That's
a dumbass.
On her.
Yeah.
She knew that he did shit like that before she got pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Or she had time to do something about it when she found out.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Oh my!
I'm yawning because this is just a tale as old as time. Just a stupid ass person doing a stupid ass thing. But I also want to put some onus on the cave. Part of this is the cave's fault, because blame where blame is due.
Oh my God!
It's called the Nutty Putty Cave system.
Oh, I thought that was the guy's name. I was like, what a weird fucking name.
No. What a silly ass, harmless name for like such a dangerous and pointless activity. Right? Like, that's just asking, like, okay, kids, climb on in.
Oh my God.
The Nutty Putty Cave. Like, I can see the mascot now. He's like a peanut or some shit with glasses.
Oh shit. That a peanut with a golf club.
And that's it. Putty. And Putty, yeah, exactly. I'm Nutty, and this is my sidekick, Putty.
Putty.
Go golfing in my holes. No, I fucking... So they think it's harmless, and it's advertised as like an activity that like teenagers and children can do. Like, and again, what do you get out of this? Because not only is it stupid, but like it's already been explored. It's already been charted. We already know kind of like what it looks like, right? But no, you got to get in there. You got to crawl around in a space that's like barely bigger than your entire body.
And finally twisting
that like if you wanted to like climb out of, you can't even move your arms back to your sides. Your arms are just splayed out. Imagine doing this. You want to talk about like exerting yourself? Imagine just like holding your arms up above your head. But then imagine like doing it for hours.
What the fuck?
But as uncomfortable as this makes you, you're not doing it, which is like crazy. Like as uncomfortable as this makes you, right? And like the blood is like draining down. Now imagine you're actually upside down, and it's the opposite. Now all the blood is pooling into your fingertips and out of your legs. You don't think that is discouraging? You don't think that like
what the fuck?
Yeah. And then like imagine trying to get out of that situation too, which is even wilder.
Yeah, you're fucked. Because if you're upside down, if you need to scoot down, you could probably like do a little fingertip scoot down thing. Right. But if you're like trying to get back up, you've got to be pretty fucking strong to get back up. Especially if you like
really strong. You have to be really strong. You'll be really slender. You'll be slender. And then imagine this. Imagine like 5 minutes in, you don't have any sense of direction anymore. All you know is what's in front of you and behind you, and you don't even know if you're upside down. And how that starts to fuck with you.
Shit. Yeah, you don't know which ways. I think about that shit sometimes. I'm like, what if you get dropped off in the middle of the ocean? I'm like, You could just swim and eventually you'll hit land, but
Yeah.
like you don't know which way's the fastest route, you know?
Exactly.
But you're guaranteed to hit land eventually, but like you don't know where, you know?
Let's see this fucktard.
legs so that they bend in the proper direction. It was not a matter of simply pulling your body forcefully through a tight hole. This area was called the corkscrew because the few who had been through it were small and flexible.
Look at that. Why?
Uh,
The moment I get here,
oh no, big facts.
it's all right. Let's go back.
The moment I get to the beginning, like I'm gonna look in and I'll be like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah, no,
That's nice.
that's even crazier because I agree.
Take a picture with the flash
Yeah.
on. Oh, look. That's
Oh my
cool.
God, you can see
Maybe
down in
zoom
there.
Zoom in with my phone.
Whoa! If you zoom in, you can see. You can see down there. If you zoom in, that's wild. All right, back to the car. You got the keys? I don't have the keys. I don't know where they are. You got
What
them
if
right?
he had the keys and he got stuck? I'd be pissed.
That's too
I'd
bad.
be like, holy fuck. Damn. What would you
We're
do?
getting a new car. Something. We're gonna get a new key. I know it's expensive, but we're not getting a new gym. I'll tell you that.
You gotta go. You
Jim's
gotta go get
gone.
him. You gotta go get him.
Mm-hmm.
Go in there and get him.
I'll fork over that money immediately before I get in there.
That's terrible.
Those
I
keys are
can't
gone.
believe
That's
it.
just one of a kind. It's in there. Yep. Next kid to go in there's got a free
Absolutely
car. Something.
After Jim's fucking
At least there's an
decomposed and shit.
incentive, right? At least.
Oh my god.
Because it's like we're assuming that no one's dead in here, so there's
It's
not
like it's like a game show.
exactly.
Oh
There's
shit!
not.
It's like a game show.
There's not a treasure trove. There's nothing for anybody to get after in this. There's not diamonds in here. Nothing. This isn't Minecraft. You're doing this for no fucking reason. You're doing it for no reason. Like, at least if you're going to see caverns, it's like a big, vast expanse, and it's a big open area, and like, yeah, you could fall to your death, but at least, okay, like I get it. Like you could move. At least you could move around, and there's air. This doesn't make sense. You should not have to like contort your body into a U shape.
I'm not
at
gonna
any point.
lie. It looks like he could just like up his pelvic some and like snake that shit. I don't know.
But check that out though. But you're going in straight. You cannot turn around. You cannot turn around. How's he going to get out of that? Imagine going backwards through that.
Yeah, you can't. Not from where he's
These
at. 'Cause
people,
he has to get up.
these people depend on an area that you can turn around in. That's the whole thing. Is like, okay, eventually we're going to get to a spot where we can turn around. That might not come, and that might not come in time. And
I
then
thought
you're
they
just
just go all
fucked.
the way fucking through. I don't know.
No, there's no other side. Like it just goes down, and then you're at a dead end.
Oh shit.
And there might be water down there too, and it's like I don't know what the fuck's in there.
Factuals. Damn.
So it's just like I'm hopefully, fingers crossed, we're gonna get to a point where I can turn around and get out of this, or else I have to
Yeah,
go
'cause
backwards. And once
you
you get
can't
under this,
spin-
yeah, and you can't fit, you can barely fit through this forward. So then you get through here, it's backwards time.
and you have to do that shit twice.
Yeah.
Can't see. Damn.
So
using all their
Idiot
skills to
behavior.
maneuver slowly through the panic-inducing contortions. After the corkscrew area, the passage angles up for another 5 feet or so, then turns down over a rock ledge with a sharp 90-degree bend to the left.
check
Holy
that out.
Up
fuck.
until now, cavers had used this small area after the corkscrew to turn back on themselves if needed, and head back through the difficult section. 5 years before, a 16-year-old boy named Brock Clark was stuck in this corkscrew section. He was only 5 foot 7 inches tall and weighed 140 pounds, but got wedged when he was trying to turn around. It took 14 hours for rescuers to free him. John was in the exact spot where Brock got stuck trying to turn around. Since John was 6 feet tall and 200 pounds, he clearly knew that turning around in this part of the tunnel was not an option for him. He was in
Look at that shit.
Fucking what the fuck? Holy shit, bro. Why would you do that? Bro, I'd never want to do that. Bro, this is like a scary movie right here. This is what like someone would do if they were like kidnapping people and saving them to kill them, you know? This
Right.
is what like, you know what I'm saying? This is scary movie fuel. Like it's just jigsaw shit. I've kidnapped you. Whoever crawls through your
I'm gonna
fucking
keep playing the
hole
video real
first.
quick. Your mic is making that static noise or whatever. It's been good this entire time, so I don't know. Do you have your phone near it or something? I don't know what's going on.
No.
I'm just gonna keep, but I totally agree. I completely agree. Like this is like scary movie shit. This is like the plot of a horror movie, and people subject themselves to it for fun. Like this is their idea of like a fun family trip. Like I got the wife at home, she's pregnant, I'm gonna go do this to myself. Yeah, right. Like what is that? Why?
12-inch
I
high
don't know why that
space
was funny.
was not enough lateral area for his pressed body to ball up for a turn. He pushed forward to the ledge area and squeezed over the top of it. It was a tight area to get.
So like they explained, this right here was the point of no return for so many people. Like even for a little kid could not turn around here, and he got stuck and he had to be rescued, and it took half a day to rescue this child. But he's like, okay, I can't turn around, so I guess I just have to keep going until I find a place to turn around that's like big enough for me, because I'm 6 feet tall doing this dumb shit, because I'm 6 feet tall cramming myself into tiny little holes that are only like that are only like 18 inches wide.
That shit's insane. What the? I don't get it, bro. Like, I don't get it. Like, does that boost adrenaline? The fact that you like can't move, you know you're probably gonna fucking die. Is that the thrill that you want? Ride a roller
And I just don't
coaster or
understand. It's like, what are you seeing? What are you seeing that's so interesting? Because they have the little lights, right? You're just seeing like the immediate space in front of you. It's not like you're seeing fossils. Or
what if there's like a giant fucking spider in front of you? What would you do?
I mean, fuck. At least that would be interesting, but they're not even seeing that.
No, holy shit, that would suck.
Look at the
like,
sky
and
in
it
here.
crosses your face.
There's nothing to look at. Nothing.
Honestly, that's good.
At
If
best,
something was in there, I'd fucking freak out.
At best, you think you're on like the surface of the moon and you're like playing pretend. But why do you need to do that in a sandwich? Why can't you just fucking go to a desert or something and do it there?
Real talk. He should have fucking like put a bunch of shit in his closet and just like hopped in there and shut the door.
Right. So let's keep watching here.
He started to slide toward the bottom
He
of this
goes
tunnel.
further and further down.
He was nearly doing a handstand, trying to hold his body up and figure out how to push backwards. He still couldn't
Fucking
turn,
dumbass.
and now he was upside down. Gravity was pulling his 200-pound body against the fading strength of his arms. He yelled out to his brother Josh and told him not to follow him, but to go back out. They discussed his options and decided that moving forward to try to turn around was the best idea. He was collapsing onto his shoulders and head at this point, and needed to make a move to get out of this vertical position.
Mm-hmm.
His headlamp gave him a glimpse of a hole in the floor ahead, which might lead to a larger space. He felt a little more hopeful now, thinking that they would be laughing about this misadventure over Thanksgiving dinner.
I hate this dumbass like
The little
narration.
fucking,
Yeah. The stock footage of Thanksgiving and shit. Yeah. It's like, can we just get the chain of events, please? Like, we're past the point of feeling remorse for this idiot. Let's
Hell yeah.
let's keep it going now.
his dumbass went in there.
Let's
I
just
want
see
to
what
see if
happened.
something's in the hole.
He made the slight turn and headed towards the hole. Exactly how he got himself into this tunnel hole is unknown. It's thought that he may have slipped, hit his head, and became wedged in the tight space. The other thought was that he looked in the hole, but misjudged what he saw, thinking it was an opening and not simply a dead-end fissure. Either way, John had ended up in a small opening in the bottom of this tunnel, which was impossibly narrow. Just 18 inches by 10 inches, not much bigger than the screen of a laptop computer. John found himself wedged nearly completely upside down at a 70-degree angle. He had spent some time trying to push himself back upwards out of this hole. It was exhausting.
That's it.
It's so fucked up. Oh my god. Holy
That's it.
shit.
We're only 6 minutes into a 17-minute video, right?
Yeah, I don't see what more there is to
Exactly.
it. Like,
There's nothing else to say, right? What's left is like the amount of time and effort they spend trying to get this person out of the situation.
yeah. They have to blow that bitch up. Blow the whole mountain up.
blow the mountain up. You know what they start talking about? Like, okay, how are we gonna break his legs and body in a way that we can start to snake him out?
Oh yeah,
That's what it comes to. Yeah.
yeah. Because even if he puts himself up, his feet would hit the fucking shit. Because like you can only bend at the knees.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even know how the fuck he got in there. That shit crazy.
Let's check this out.
Bro.
Turn around, so his yells were not a good sign. Josh made his way back into this tight space and traversed the corkscrew path. But unlike his brother, he went feet first this time. He continued toward the sound of John's voice, up over the ledge. He finally came to an alarming sight. He could see the end of his brother's legs sticking out of the rock, as if it had swallowed him whole. He inched forward until his feet could squeeze one of John's legs. He tried to grip and pull up, while John pushed from his end. After several futile attempts, they were both feeling exhausted and frustrated. Josh could see that this was very serious, and they would need professional help to get him out. They agreed that Josh should go get help. Friends went into the area to speak to John and let him know that he was.
Imagine like people like deliberately crawling through this. Just be like, hey buddy, it's gonna be okay. Again, like the question you posed about like what if your keys were on his person or something.
Oh my God.
These are people just like trying to like get in there and just like have a nice like chill conversation with him during this crisis. Like how many Like I know white people are dumb. Like I understand that. Like this is a known concept. Like it's right in front of you. Like the danger is right in front of you. You're looking at the example. You're watching it unfold. You're watching it like play out before your eyes. And you are going to
My thing is like he knew what this shit looked like for the most part, you know, and he decided to go further. It's like, oh, there's a spot where I'm too big to turn around. Instead of stopping ahead of there, you know, like he didn't think it through. He should have fucking turned around in the initial shit, or maybe he should have went feet first. Like I don't fucking know. Like his brother did. Like what the fuck? Oh my God, that shit's crazy, bro.
like
That's just crazy.
We should just finish this.
Family friends went into the area to speak to John, let him know that they'd be getting him out.
So there's another person. There's a rescuer who has a rope tied to them, grabbing onto his foot, but he's getting lower and lower into this thing here. He's getting lower and lower and lower.
Oh.
So it's like, how do you even begin to pull somebody like that? You gotta like, so you're imagine you're like in plank position on your belly. You can barely move to begin with, and you got to try to use your forearms to pull their entire body weight up.
Holy fuck.
And then you have to communicate to the people behind you to start pulling this little pulley system to pull these ropes.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's when they start getting into like, okay, how are we going to break his legs to bend him? Because like the people below don't have enough strength to just pull him.
Man. I'm gonna be real. My forearms alone probably aren't that strong to be like lifting motherfuckers by their legs, you know?
Yeah.
Not yet, you know?
These are people, literally, they had to install pulleys on each little bit of the way in this tunnel. This is them doing it in this cave during this incident to try and like construct some type of system to pull this man out.
To install.
Holy
During this time,
shit.
cavers were trying to talk with John, console him and share stories to keep him calm and talking. He was a devout Mormon and spent time praying and singing to seek solace in this unreal situation.
Wow.
John had spent the night upside down and was showing signs of the physical limitations of the body to withstand this position. The human body was not made to be upside down for long.
Hours and hours you're upside down like that.
Fuck, bruh.
Like upside down, like doing a handstand for hours. Hours.
So did anybody else doing this after this? That's what I really want to know. They're like, hey, just turn around at the fucking corkscrew. Remember,
guys. Yeah, no. While that would be unsurprising, you'll see.
The entire circulatory system is designed using pulses of pressure from the heart to move blood forward through the system, while valves and fibers, fluids were warm and damp. It took a concerted effort to remain calmly breathing when you are restricted and can't move or even breathe properly.
Look at that shit, man. I cannot emphasize enough.
Fucking insanity.
You have to watch this episode. If you're listening to this, you have to watch it. You just have to watch this episode. We're not experts. If that hasn't been clear up to this point, we're not experts. But this is ridiculous. This is a little too far. Like, if this is your hobby, you need to kill yourself. And that's not a recommendation. That's not even a suggestion. That's just what you're actively trying to do. So why not just take the leap, you know?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, that is what it seems to be.
Not a suggestion. I cannot emphasize that enough. Like, I'm not telling you to do that. I am not.
I would never.
It seems like you're doing everything in your power, like right up to doing that to begin with, is what I'm saying. So it's like, what's going on with you?
This is very erratic behavior, very unhealthy. Like,
why do you need to go in there? I am not a claustrophobic person. Put me in a tight space. Like, I don't care. Like, lock me in a closet. I'll be okay. But you're gonna like, okay, there it is. Let me get in there. What?
Go to the fucking Chuck E. Cheese fucking ball pit shit. I don't know, bro. Like, what are you doing?
Oh my god. Go to a fucking jungle gym.
Go to a water park. I don't know, bro.
Go to something that somebody can saw you out of, not into like a natural rock formation that there's no escaping.
Bro. That happens to have a hole in it. Just because things have holes don't mean you have to go in there.
I know, that's like, that is just dumb person logic. It's like, well, it's in the ground and my body can technically fit, so I have to be the first person to get in here. I have to see what's in here. It's probably just like a couple worms, but you know, we gotta see what's popping.
If there's a couple worms, I'd probably freak out. I wouldn't want them to touch me, you know? Like,
and then how do these people brag about this too after? So say you survived this.
Yeah, I was in the hole.
Yeah, so I go spelunking, and what I do is I go tens or hundreds of feet into little caves that are about I don't know, like 8 by 12 inches wide usually, and I go, you know, to uncharted depths. And it's like, well, that's awesome. What do you find? What do you get from that? Well, really, it's mostly the thrill of knowing that I can turn around at some point and climb, but you don't get any like cool like trinkets. Like, you're looking for gold, right? You're like, that's like a different way, like pan for gold or like diamonds, right? Yeah. That's what you're. Well, you know, there's no real monetary gain from doing what I do, other than, again, just the thrill of knowing that I'm within inches of my life, literally surrounded on all sides by dirt and minimal oxygen, and that I could be suspended upside down. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? At least the dumbass people in the submarine knew they would be looking at some like alien life. They would be looking at some sea creatures that you just can't see those. Otherwise, there's nothing to see here.
Yeah,
there is nothing to see here.
Oh my god, I just don't get it. I'm baffled. Oh, it's crazy.
And like,
see, that's what I'll be saying. Some people have too much money and they just do shit like this. Like, I don't know. I assume this is like a poor man's thing to do, but poor people also don't do shit like this, you know?
Right.
When you have too much money, you can't think properly. You just don't know what to do. You're like, what can I do? I gotta do something different that the poors aren't doing.
Oh my god, let's finish this.
Fucking do this.
Let's see what happens.
But the rescuers knew they could get out when needed. John didn't have that luxury. He couldn't expand his chest to breathe, and the air around him was losing its oxygen concentration little by little. During this time, into the narrow side of the opening, so Ryan had to push his legs over as the team pulled from outside. Each heave moved him inch by inch up out of the hole. By this time, John's legs were in excruciating pain. A rope had been tied around his legs for hours as rescuers tried various methods to help him out. They were completely blue and had no discernible pulse, yet each tug had him call out to stop as his nerves were ultra-sensitive at this point. They paused to give him a moment to gather himself, and then tried again. It seemed to be working. John was finally being pulled up out of this hole. He was raised enough for Ryan to look down to make actual eye contact with him and pass down a tube to drink Gatorade.
I mean, I'm sorry that we're just like basically just watching this video, but I am speechless. And I've seen this before, right? Where it's like We only say it so many times. Why would you do this? Why would you do this? Why would you do this? And then like people will see this. Your question is like, do people go into the same cave later after knowing like what happened to this guy? Like that's your question, right? But people will see this video and they'll continue to do this dumbass exercise anywhere. They'll continue to do this activity anywhere on this earth. They'll continue after seeing this video, right? And there's people like that'll be like, oh, well, people drown swimming all the time. That doesn't mean I'm not going to get in the pool again. That doesn't mean I'm not going to get in the, in the ocean. I love the sea, right? That's a different thing. Like this is a pointless exercise. This is a pointless activity. And like, you don't get anything out of this. Like you're saying, like swimming is like the best way to exercise. There's a point to doing that. Like this is pointless. This doesn't make any sense. And like the only reason to do this would be to like eventually find a big cave and to like get out and be like, oh yeah, there's a big cave in here, woo, and there's like stalagmites and stalactites. I know what those are because I went to Ham because because I did earth science in high school. I know what those terms are. I know what, but then that's it. And then they're like, okay, time to climb back out. But like, that this has been explored and people know that there's nothing to see in here. It's like, and then people will still do this shit. It's like, what is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you? We need to kill these people.
They were all exhausted from the difficult effort.
I think they got
Ryan
it
was
handled.
squeezed in a tunnel just 12 inches high.
That's the good news. Is they will take care of themselves. The Mormon race will take care of itself.
Although they were making
Mitt
some
Romney
progress
has
in
it
lifting
handled,
him up,
like you said. Like
they
he's
were
got
no
it
closer to getting him
under
out.
control. Praise
his
be.
legs were hitting the low ceiling above his tunnel and twisting
It's
them
tidy
into the passage was
whities
impossible.
and narrow
He had
cave
no
diving.
control over his legs.
That's what it is.
After 19 hours upside down. Without his help to delicately bend his knees to the side, they were strongly considering breaking his legs to get him back into the passage, because time was running out for John. Then, in a sudden moment of blinding pain, Ryan blacked out. When he came to, he was bleeding heavily and confused. The rope, holding the pulley to a natural arch section in the cave, broke and whipped the carabiner and pulley directly into Ryan's face.
Jeez.
He suffered damage to his face, lip, and tongue.
Imagine that. You're upside down. You're singing hymns. Right. That's what this guy said. He's being dramatic, but he's like, he was singing to console himself. He was singing his, and like praying out loud with his friends. Like you're doing all that, and then just out of nowhere, God answers you, and it's like boom, like right in the face. It's you get hit with one of the carabiners with all the tension of like the pulley all the way to the front of the, and it knocks you out. I mean, that's mercy. That really is.
Yeah.
God's like, okay, let me give you a break.
Got his ass out when he was knocked out. That's what they should have did. Because he wouldn't have been able to fool shit.
Right.
They should just
let's break his shit now. Yeah.
Let's go. Fuck him.
We're going to turn him into Plastic Man now. Mr. Fantastic's on his way out, guys. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about a thing.
Oh, no.
Wow. Oh, God. But
As
no,
well
he
as a
does wake
concussion.
up.
He had to get out of there quickly. John was back where he started, completely wedged in the tunnel with the circulation to his arms cut off and his legs completely dead. He was unable to help free himself in any way. This moment started the final demise of John Jones.
Come on, man. What's this guy's
After
name?
Ryan was checked out in the pit and then sent off to the hospital, his father
Fatal
Dave
breakdown.
took his place in the passage with John.
That's unnecessary.
It took an hour to reestablish the pulley lines, and Dave tried to tie
And
her.
they're still trying to rebuild this shit after it snaps and then all that.
She still truly believed he would be coming out,
Yeah.
but Brandon could see what she could not. John was no longer responsive, and no signs of life could be heard. Over the previous several hours, Ryan reported the gurgling breaths that John was struggling with.
Yeah, so he starts
The
like
clock was
choking and
ticking,
shit.
and he just ran out of time.
Mm.
John survived an extraordinary 27 hours in an inverted position.
So I'm saying he was alive for more than a day like that. He was alive. And like responding. Like, hey guys, are you guys okay? Are you
So
getting
you
me
got
out?
me right.
Y'all
You
got
gonna
it
get
right.
me out. Yeah, I promise I'll only do this one more time.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh
For
shit.
27
Oh.
hours like that, like you're talking, that's more excruciating. Like at that point, like you're saying, like I'd be like, get the explosives, get the dynamite or something.
Yeah. Can't you just blow it up?
Yeah.
No. Can't you just drill in the side? Like, it fucking
I
hit
get
me.
that because like that just creates like a bunch of debris, and then it'll fill up the holes and everything, and it'll probably just trap him.
I was thinking that too. Yeah, it'll probably just blow.
But still, at
up.
that point, I'm like, I am dying, man. Like I am. Like this is not it. So if you got to kill me, do it. But whatever it takes to like speed it up. Like this is not waiting in line at Chick-fil-A. This is not like. I'm
like, just bring a gun in here and like do it.
Do me, yeah, something, man. Yeah. Like you can get it. You can point it down in there.
Yeah,
right?
just point it down.
Just let loose. Just let him fly, man. Something. But so here's what they end up
which
doing.
is 3 times longer than what was predicted as possible. The 6 rescue personnel who actually reached John in that rocky prison were truly heroic. They willfully placed themselves in a portion of the cave that was unmapped with many known risks. They were selfless in their efforts, maintained a calm demeanor.
This is the goal, right? This is what people will say they're trying to do. They're trying to explore like the inner depths of the Earth's crust in ways that it hasn't been,
What the fuck?
And that like in that inside of these little passages are these big open sprawling environments, and it's like if you don't shut the fuck up, if you don't shut your trap, if you don't close
crazy.
it,
what the fuck is that? That's
like I don't want to hear you talk ever again. I do not want to hear you speak ever again if this is what you do. And these people should keep it private. These people should this should be their guilty pleasure, right? Just like Army Hammers was eating people, just like fucking.
This should be on an island,
right?
Like
Epstein's island, exactly. Keep it far and away from us. Do not put this on Facebook. Do not put this on the timeline with a list of people.
They don't want it to get out.
Exactly. Like y'all can keep track of each other. Y'all can have a blog the same way. There's like that gay blog or whatever that old boy. There was like this gay. Was it like what was it, a Reddit or subreddit? It was like a gay community where people would just like fuck in public, and then that's how that guy got the video that came out of him in the Senate getting his ass worked on in the Senate chamber. Shit. But it's not. Yeah. But it wasn't politicians. It was just like it was like gay DC or something people. Like that. But anyways, I'm missing the point. I'm missing the forest for the trees here, but I'm just saying, like, this should be your own little guilty pleasure.
Shit on the low keys.
Do not spread this.
And don't risk exposure.
This is what should be being spread. These types of videos, and that's why there's a plethora of them on YouTube. Again, I encourage each and every one of you to look into this shit, so that you don't get any ideas.
If people do shit like this, how are we like overpopulated?
Right. Right.
Maybe we should encourage more of that.
Right. Maybe I'm of the wrong mind. Exactly.
But eventually it's just going to be like a bunch of people stuck in there head first. Oh, it's so terrible.
You know what? This could be like the true American pastime.
Bro, real talk, if he fucking held a little longer, maybe it would have been a lot longer. But if he like didn't fall in that hole,
I'm kind of coming around now. But I can kind of get it now, because like in a way, it's encouraging like a healthy lifestyle, like weight loss, definitely, because you can't be above a certain girth, shall we say, right? That's one, and then it is gambling with your life, but it's gambling nonetheless.
It's
and
gambling, holy shit.
So all these big fat people who would sit normally at the slot machine or at the blackjack table, they are trimming down, and they're still getting all of the risk and all of the addict mind benefits of doing something like this. And while there might not be a return on their investment, there will be, like you said, on like the well-being of the world when they do inevitably die, right? Just like all these people who overpopulate the earth, foreclose on their houses, and go bankrupt in the casino, again, obese and immobile, These people, they foreclose on their life. And
how much would someone have to pay you to do it? To go in there?
Oh man.
What's would they have to pay you? You only got to go to the corkscrew. You
Okay.
Can go back.
Okay, I like that. So what I would need, I would need $5 million in like a briefcase. I don't know how you fit it in that, right? And then I would need to meet somewhere and see it, right? Like just you and I, and then I would kill you and take your money and I would leave. That's what I would need. You know, I kind of blew the lead there, but there's no amount of money that I would take to go in this dumbass cave. I'll take my chances, please and thank you.
Oh shit! No, I didn't see that coming. Actually, oh fuck! He said,
because if you're dumb enough to think I'm dumb enough to get in this cave, then I know I can kill your ass and take all that money and escape. Let's see what they do here. We're in
They
the
never
last
gave
minute
up on a
here.
seemingly impossible rescue. After they determined that recovering the body would be impossible, John was left to rest in the Ed's Push section of the Nutty Putty Cave
Left to
for eternity.
rest in the Nutty
The
Putty
entire
cave.
cave system was closed off with concrete.
I'd be like, let's rename it. At least, can we rename it and not be like the Gumby's Fantastic Adventure cave system?
Death Cave or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
something badass.
exactly. Death Cave. Yeah, that's cool.
Never
They
to
had to
explore-
seal up the Nutty Putty Cave. Oh man.
But again, plaque was placed
2009.
there to commemorate the life of John Jones.
Oh
It's happened in
shit!
2009. This is not in some like archaic time when people did shit like this for fun because they had to, because they didn't have PlayStations and goddamn.
The Wii was out. Smash Brothers Brawl came out
I
like
know
a year
the
prior.
Wii with like motion sense. He could have put in a little Wii Resort motion
could've been
sensor
playing
on there.
bowling.
He could have
could've
done
been playing
cave
bowling.
diving in the damn.
in the
Weavers.
Cave diving. Holy shit! Or I guess Switch cave diving.
Oh man.
Holy fuck! Nintendo, there you go. I want to see that shit within the year.
Rest in peace,
Switch cave
John.
diving.
Rest in peace.
Switch cave rescue. I might just make it myself. Fuck it.
Oh, okay. Let's see this. We said we were gonna lighten the mood. Let's do it.
You can skip this video.
Let's do it. We need a palate cleanser. We need something.
What can be and be unburdened by what has been, you know? What can be unburdened by what has been.
There are those who are unable to see what can be, but there are many more who are able to see what can be unburdened by what has been. Remember Venn diagrams, those 3 circles, right? And then let's just see where they overlap. You will not be surprised because I have constructed a Venn diagram on this. Remember those 3 circles, how they overlap?
I love Venn diagrams, so I just do. Whenever you're dealing with conflict, pull out a Venn diagram, right? And so, you know, the 3 circles.
Ukraine is a country in Europe. It exists next to another
This
country.
isn't the good one. No, I want the unburdened conflict because she says that unburdened line like
50 fucking times.
50 fucking times.
I'm like, oh, and I'm like, what the fuck? She was saying shit, bro.
Let's see
Son,
this.
I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna go to my job and I'm gonna just say shit that doesn't make any fucking sense.
Fuck. There's gotta be. It can't be on
And some
Fox.
things could be burdened by those that are unburdened.
Unburdened by what has been. Let's see if Sky
Right,
News
what
has
is
it.
it?
Can we talk about Kamala Harris? Yeah, we got to, because, I mean...
Come on.
The point about progress is to have the ability to have a vision and a belief and some faith in what can be
Oh my
unburdened
god.
by what has been.
Oh my god.
unburdened by what has been.
No, I don't want to hear him speak. I just want to hear
And
him say
imagine
it.
what can be and be
Spit.
unburdened by what has been. You know? What can
The
be
fuck?
unburdened by what has been. What can
What
be unburdened by what has been. What can be unburdened by what has been. What can be unburdened.
Who did this to her, bro? Who's her writers? Oh, nah. Who did this to her? Who did that? That is the terrible thing to do. Holy shit. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's a good one.
What?
But you know, like the amount of times it's used, that has to be like her one thing where she's like, okay, you guys can write whatever you want me to say, I'll say it. But we need to put this in there. You need to squeeze this in there. This is my original thought. This is my original idea.
I hope not.
It's like the last vestige of originality I have. So y'all better put this in my speech somewhere.
What?
And like they thought it wouldn't be clipped either, which is even crazier. Like,
of course, when you say it like 50 times, like you hear that shit twice, and then you're like, I get a feeling. It's like I told you. I think I said it before we started recording, but I told you I fucking ripped a hole in my pants earlier. So I went to the store shopping for new pants. And I'm like, but I imagine as I'm walking around with this hole in my pants, people are like, oh, this dude fucking, he just goes around with fucking holy pants. Because if you see somebody do it once, that's what they do all the time, you know?
Don't let them catch you.
Hear her do that shit twice, she says that shit all, she's in her sleep. What can be unburdened by what is done?
This one's good too, but this one isn't like what we just watched was like, we caught you, you're done. Let's pack it up. Like, this is a little different, but it's still funny. This is
my fellow Americans.
A Comedy Central
words
bit.
Have many meanings, and sometimes
have you seen Veep before?
No, so, I heard it's getting popular though.
I mean, it's over. It's an old show.
It's old.
But Julia Louis-Dreyfus here from Seinfeld, she plays the vice president in the show. Veep, and Veep stands for vice president. VP. They say Veep. Yeah. So these are clips from her show played against clips of Kamala Harris.
My fellow Americans, words have many meanings, and sometimes instead of conveying our meaning, they can suggest other meanings.
When we talk about the children of the community, they are children of the community.
Well, we are the United States of America because we are united. And we are states.
Talking about the significance of the passage of time. Right? The significance of the passage of time. So when you think about it, there's great significance to the passage of time.
Boy. Whatever cannot be known. The past was once the future. The future is, I should say, unknown.
We got to take this stuff seriously as you are, because you have been forced to have to take it seriously.
Obesity is a serious disease, and it needs to be taken seriously.
You need to get to go, and need to be able to get where you need to go to do the work and get home.
I hope that clarifies the issue, and this can be the last word on those words.
Certain issues are just settled.
Clearly we're not.
No, that's right, and that's why I do believe that we are living, sadly, in real unsettled times.
Why?
She's just a silly. And like those are taken out of context. And if you actually listen to what she's saying, it does make sense. And in a lot of those clips, it's her like being put in a corner and then like just basically saying the opposite of what she said 2 seconds before, because she was put in the corner.
In the last one.
In the last one.
I'm like, what?
But
I feel like I'm gonna have an aneurysm if I
and like in the one where she's at the crime scene where it's like y'all are taking it seriously, or we need to take it as seriously as you're taking it now because you've been forced to take it seriously. I mean, that makes sense. It's because it's like she's saying like we should have taken it this seriously before, but she just said it in like the weirdest way possible.
I guess I get that.
So I mean, it's funny, and like that it's so funny that like conservatives and people are taking this clip here from Trevor Noah from The Daily Show and like using it against her as if it's not like some liberal parody of her. It's so funny how it's like they would never like even dare watch his show, but it's like, okay, he's spinning here, he's making some points with this clip of chatty Kamala or whatever Trump's calling it now.
It's like the Kendrick versus Drake beef. Drake fans were trying to be like, well, Kendrick got some of his lyrics off of Twitter, and it was like a few tweets from like a fucking decade ago, but the tweets were about Drake being a fucking pedophile. So it's like the Drake fans are like, oh, Kendrick stole these lyrics from other people saying Drake's a pedophile from Twitter from a decade ago.
That's
so
awesome.
It's like that's your defense. It's like, even though other people think Drake's a pedophile.
It's like, glad you don't take issue with the fact that several people seem to think the same thing. Oh my god, what idiots. All right, I'm running out of steam. I am sick. I do need to go to bed. I gotta wake up early. You gotta wake up early. Let's do this thing. I wanted to make this 30 minutes, which never happens. But we got another fun episode for y'all. Say thank you in the comments. Say thank you.
Say something. I'm giving up on you.
Say thank you, Big Daddy Bezos, for providing the cables necessary for an hour and a half of entertainment.
Every time you get really fast delivered stuff, you say thank you, Big Daddy Bezos. And if you don't have Prime, it probably takes like fucking forever to get there. Well, I think it matters because like there's like
and yeah, I'm fine. I get my shit within like 3-4 days most of the time. Yeah,
some of my shit's next day for real. There's a warehouse like right fucking here though.
So yeah, same here. That's the thing, and that's the goal too. Was just to have a warehouse near everybody, which is what happened. So I think we were
in Blacksburg though. Shit was taking forever.
Oh yeah, that was different.
I didn't like it.
All right, let's do this thing. It's advice time. So here's what I'm going to do. I didn't do it yet, but next episode I'm going to have like a 10-minute song that's just going to keep playing on loop over and over, so you can take as much time as you need to say whatever you need to say.
I don't need that much time.
But for right now, it's still only like 2 minutes, so you're going to have to like speed run this so we can cut to black before the song ends. Do we got this?
Excelente, muy excelente.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Uno, dos, tres. All right,
wait,
the advice for the day.
Go ahead.
You see, you trying to set me up.
That's my fault. Go ahead.
The advice for the day is number 1: don't crawl in fucking holes. Just because something has a hole doesn't mean you should go in it, and just because you could fit doesn't mean that you need to be in there. You know what I'm saying? And we could go further on that, but that's a whole nother day.
But that's a great lesson for abstinence too, which I do.
Big factuals.
Also wholeheartedly support.
Big factuals. Abstinence.
Wait until marriage.
Yeah,
which in a way, that's what old boy did. He waited until marriage and even pregnancy to climb into a cave head first and die.
That's why. So I have two theories. Either she climbed in the cave because she was pregnant, or that was God punishing him for getting her pregnant before marriage.
He went into the forbidden hole because he realized after waiting until marriage to lose his virginity, he realized that sex was not all that it was cut out to be, and that there had to be more. There had to be something greater.
He's like, I'm gonna try this other hole, this slightly bigger hole, like very slightly bigger.
Exactly.
Very, like emphasis on slight.
She wouldn't let him do it in the ass, so he had to take it to the next level. He had to take it to the next level on his own terms.
Oh my god.
He had to go caving. What else? Anything else? We got a minute left. You're cooking.
And another piece of advice. Comment, bitches.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
That's an order. That's a direct order.
Talk to us. You know what I'm saying? We wanna get to know you, or maybe we don't. You might be fucking weirdos, but like, let us know who we do and don't want to get to know. Tell us what your favorite activity is, and if it's crawling through holes, then I can't say this legally, but you find something to do with yourself, you know? Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
Find something to do with yourself. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. This has been another fantastic episode of your favorite podcast. Subscribe, all that good. I gotta use the bathroom, so I'm out.
Oh my god.
The Wingstop has reared its head again. Goodbye.
some Pepto-Bismol, nausea, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea. Hey, Pepto-Bismol. They did a little dance.